Speaking of your knee, how are we feeling? Like, you can't sleep?
Dude, so bad just because actually rehab is kind of fun. This sounds really bad because there's like 5 of us in there and like we're all going through it and 3 of us are kind of doing like the same rehab. And so, yeah, which is weird. But I think I'm just like doing more and it's like progressing really, really well. But with that, like anytime like you push an injury, like it's just gonna ache and stuff and when you're doing something new. So yeah, I'm not sleeping so well.
You guys clinched a playoff berth, which I think we can all say is a win despite the injuries to this season. Like making the playoffs when half of your team is in a boot is pretty awesome. So yeah. I think we'll go over a little round of applause for our Fever girls.
Thank you.
But how are you feeling? Like, what are the playoffs like? Just walk us through where the Fever are at right now. Mindset.
So I think playoff season is just like a whole different season. I know you always hear athletes say that, but like it truly is. So like you could have the best record in the regular season and like literally lose in the first round if that team doesn't have experience. Like experience is what wins playoffs and championships. It's always good if you have like young bucks who are like killing it too, or, but if you have experienced players on your team, I don't know what it is, but it's like when you have those playoff experiences, it's just, how to handle the momentum swings, how to handle the runs. Like it's hard to explain, but when you're in it, it's freaking real. And so shout out to all of our like 10-day, 7-day contracts coming in because they've been really stepping it up. Now they're signed for the rest of the season. And so we're on.
Let's go, girls.
Yeah, like it's a good thing. Like, this is such a weird season, but for some reason we're able to kind of figure it out. Now, our first round, I think we're either playing Minnesota, Vegas, or Atlanta. Whew. So those are Vegas has been on a freaking hot streak. Minnesota has been on a hot streak. I would like to play Atlanta. I think we match up best with them. But we have Kelsey Mitchell. We have AB. We have shooters out there. And so, again, it's playoff experience. And so I think Atlanta has maybe the least amount of playoff experience, if I'm not mistaken. And I think our team does too. So I think that'd be our best.
Do you guys, is the playoffs not East and West? Or it is?
Yeah. So that's the difference. I think once we start expanding teams, maybe they will get into the East and West. But as of now, no. Something they have changed for this year, which maybe a lot of fans don't know, is like last year you would play like say we get matched up with Atlanta, we would play the first 2 games there, and if we steal one, then we come home. Which this year it's 1 there, 1 here, 1 there.
So 1-1-1. Okay, that makes sense. What's crazy is MLB wild card is best of 3, and I think the higher seed gets all 3 games, which is gnarly. I want to double check, but yeah, I'm pretty sure wild card is the higher seed just gets to keep all 3. But okay, that's interesting. Does that take longer though because you have to go? You're traveling in between.
Well, I mean, I guess it all kind of depends on who you get matched up with. So like, I think I'm really leaning towards Atlanta because you're in the same time zone. The flight is like an hour 15. Or like if you get to Vegas, it's different time zone, a longer flight. Minnesota, it's only an hour time change. But I just don't play.
Yeah, no, they're good. Okay, dope. Well, we're excited. Do you guys do anything different? I mean, I know this is your first year with the Fever, but like in your experience in the playoffs, like do you guys game plan differently? Do you play the bench less? Do you play the bench more? Like what about the playoffs kind of changes how the teams you've been on like operate?
Yeah, I say when you're in playoffs, the only real thing that is changing is like you're playing this team 2-3 times or longer this series. It could be 5 or 7 games, right? And so like you are so dialed into your scout and personnel. And so like it's like the little details and like knowing literally like if that person goes left and likes to spin, everyone on the roster has got to know that because you could be matched up with them at any time. And like that could be the play that makes us win or lose. So it's like the attention to detail is so much bigger and so much more important. And so it'll vary from game to game, right? Like you play this team already 4 times or 3 times in the season, and then you're about to play them 3 more times. And so it's like little adjustments and being able to adjust on the fly. And so like, I think the biggest thing, and that's maybe where the experience and like the maturity and like knowing the league comes into play, is because it is like the small attention to detail, which is actually the massive big thing. So I think that's all. Because in a regular game, like, personnel, and like that definitely helps win, but like this is just a different.
Do you feel like being new on the Fever, and like we know you fucking talk a lot and don't shut up, but do you feel like feel like you were able to be a vocal leader like right when you joined the Fever, or does it take a little time for you to feel comfortable being a vocal leader? And like obviously now that's what your whole role will be throughout the playoffs.
Yeah, dude, good point.
I'm curious.
No, I think like for me, I think that's like a part of me that like that comes natural, right? So like when I'm out there, it's just natural for me to be the communicator and to be talking through everything. Like it's just how I am. Yeah. But I will say like first of all, we haven't been traveling because we haven't been cleared to travel because of like blood clots and swelling and stuff like that. Yeah. And then the last game at home, I was still like too injured and more of a risk that I was in a suite. So I wasn't even on the bench. But now I think they're going to be able to put us on the bench. So like that communication piece is going to be huge. So like, I didn't even think about that. Like, yeah, I'm sure they miss me yapping all the time, but some people probably enjoy not there. But yeah, that's a good point. So I think
but also just being on a new team, I feel like even, I don't know. I think about it from a football standpoint all the time, but like it would certainly take, I don't know, you want to like earn the respect before you start fucking yapping at everyone. But I do think that is so much part of kind of who you are that maybe you're less inclined to kind of like feel it out and just like hop right into it. But I think it feels probably very authentic coming from you in the sense that I don't think anyone would question whether you're being like fucking genuine or not,
Oh yeah. Yeah. And I think the more that they got to know me and stuff like that, they understood. And like another thing is like, I'm getting old in our league. This is my 7th year, right? So maybe if I was like 1, 2, or 3 years, like it'd be like a little, but nah, I'm just like, I get who I am. So, but I'm excited for playoffs for real. Like I think we're gonna, I think people, when we're on and we're hard to guard. So shout out.
Let's go.